Hi guys, how are you all doing out there? Hey, lockdown Britain, lockdown planet Earth. So I thought I'd nip out today and show you my daily walk and what's on my doorstep. So this is the River Meon, about 10 minutes walk from where I'm staying. So the Meon runs for 21 miles, it's not a massive river. It's probably one of the smallest in Hampshire, but it's really special. It's a chalk bed stream and it's fast flowing, so you don't get any sediment, any silt at the bottom, and the brown trout love it, and the wildlife around here just speaks for itself. And look how clear that is. So there's only about 200 chalk bed streams in the world. 85% of them are found in Britain, and most down here in the south. Utterly stunning, and such a tonic with what's going on in the world. So this old railway embankment, guys, it's a national trail now, known as the Meon Trail. And it only runs for 10-11 miles from Wickham to West Meon. I've been walking a couple of miles a day, you know, just to keep in trim and what have you. But today I thought I'd bring the camera and show you, because who knows when I can get back out onto the real trail of adventure. Not for the foreseeable anyway. I mean, listen to that. Beautiful. You know, when the lockdown first happened, they were coming down here before the canopy grew. And there were nobody about. It was absolutely dead that first week or so. But now people are getting out. People have got to get out. We're all going to go potty unless we do. Alright, social distancing. You know, society as a whole and the economy will have to wait. but we've got to get this fresh air every day. Full of bluebells, these woods. So that's the thing. This is the forest of beer. I've wild camped in here a few times, just because it's so close to home. And we go through quite a few woodland sections. And the bluebells, just out in force. Is it a cruel irony that this has happened this time of year? We can't get out to fully enjoy it. Well, I kind of think, how would our spirits be if this would have happened in the dead of winter? So for the next few hours, I'm going to forget about the chaos, forget about the world, and embrace a bit of this. Fabulous. Such an optimistic time of year. It's like a rebirth spring. 1944 this railway line was used to bring all the troops down to the south coast ready for D-Day landing. And it's said that Winston Churchill came down here and stayed here in Droxford. Droxford's the nearest village to where we are. Just beyond this bridge, we've got the old Droxford station. Now the troops, they camped in these woodlands all the way down the 10 mile. Just camped outside the railway line, waiting for their orders to move over to France. And what's now known as the D-Day landings. Must have been terrifying. It's the last time the world took a collective deep breath, look into an unknown future, an uncertain future. Droxford's secret siding. These guys all camping out. Okay, so the Meon Valley Railway was well used during World War II, bringing troops and supplies to the south of England. Tens of thousands of troops were already camped throughout this area, preparing for the biggest invasion force ever mounted by the British military, the D-Day landings of Normandy. There he is, the great man himself. Said to have travelled in that coach. So this was the old Droxford railway station. It's a private dwelling now. So you can't go in, you can't have a look. So over here we've got Old Winchester Hill. So the plan is a bit further up the railway line, come across Old Winchester Hill, back down, and I live just at the other side of this hill over here. So my circular is almost done, well, halfway. But I've got a sandwich and a drink, and an absolute must, packet of cheddars. So I'm looking forward to that. What a fabulous day, the weather is just superb. So that's the old Meon Trail, the old railway line done with. I'm onto the South Downs Way, guys. Wow. Just imagine setting off on that national trail, 100 miler. But here we go, skirts right through my patch. And it takes us over Old Winchester Hill. So that's the trail I'm on now. It takes us up there. So this is the crossing of two very great trails. A 600 miler and an 100 miler. The Monarch's Way, guys. I don't know if you remember, but when I did the East Mendip Way from Wells down to Glastonbury, I followed a bit of the Monarch's Way. And here it is, still running. That's the 600 miler. The Monarch's Way, a 615-mile walking trail, followed the escape of Charles II after the Battle of Worcester in 1651. A trail I'd like to say I'd do one day, but time's probably running out for me for stuff like that. But the South Downs Way, that's certainly on the books. So here we've got the Lakeland sheep, the old Erdwicks. Now they keep Erdwicks on here to keep all the grass down. You know, it's an old Iron Age hill fort and it's protected. So the Erdwicks are here to look after it. There's no money in Erdwicks. They're just famous for keeping the grass down, keeping places tidy. I think when they get sheared, the wool only brings about 20 pence for the farmer. So there's absolutely no money in keeping them, but they're an hardy sheep. As you know, the Lakeland's full of them. But we've got them down here in Hampshire as well. What we've got here is the start of some earthworks that date back to the Bronze Age period. Some burial mounds. Further up we've got the ramparts to the Iron Age hill fort. But the views round here. I know how lucky I am. Absolutely, I know how lucky I am. And my heart goes out to you guys that don't have anything. What about people that live in city centres, in an high-rise? Oh man. Now that's not an Erdwick. But she's woolly. So here we are, top of old Winchester Hill, and like I was saying, we've got a bunch of Bronze Age burial mounds, which makes them 3,500 years old, and the ramparts that make up the Iron Age hill fort make them at least 2,000 years. So there's a lot of history up here. I've been up here before, guys. I've wild camped up here a few years ago now though. I come up here regular, and I'll probably be coming up here a lot more in future. And it's on my doorstep. I live just the other side of that little hill over there. Who are them for views, eh? The earliest settlement here was during the early Bronze Age, about 3,800 years ago. So it's a hell of a fort, this one. It's not the highest hill in these areas. Over there you've got Beacon Hill. I'll take you up there one day as well, take the camera with me. That's another cracking hill. You can see Winchester from that. And over that way you've got Butser Hill. which is the highest point on the South Downs Way. So it really is a beautiful county, Hampshire, beautiful. As you can see. So down there we've got Meon Springs. I don't know if you can see just about there. That's the actual source of the River Meon. It's a natural spring. Don't go! Don't go! Hello? Mrs. Erdwick? Hi, love, hey? It's beautiful. Oh, alright then. See you around. So without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. That's a quote by Frank Zappa, a 1960s hero of mine. What a guitar player. But he was also a very smart fella. He knew that when you're stuck in a groove you can't move on, and society has definitely been stuck in a groove. And as we speak, there's been a deviation from the norm. So in my mind, progress is now possible. And that's pretty cool. So there you go, that's a profile of the old tumulus. Down near the ramparts. Last view of the old fort, guys. Old Winchester Hill. Nice circular walk this.